watching our first podcast for Cafecito con DMSA. Today we're going to reflect on 2025 and talk about goals that we have for 2026. The first thing I want to reflect on is our graduation. Graduation that we had in 2025 was ginormous. We included St. Pete and Tampa for this graduation. It has been our biggest graduation thus far, with 80 people receiving their diplomas and about 26 couples performing. So about 52 people performing in our graduation performance, which has been the biggest one that we've had so far. Let's talk about the dance teams. Okay, so dance teams, we added one more dance team in 2025, which was our ladies team, which was amazing. And everybody loved our ladies team. It was great. It was a great addition. I do love all my dance teams, but the ladies team really held a very special place in my heart. It was great. I can't wait to choreograph again a new routine for 2026. Talking about dance teams, let's talk a little bit ahead of 2026. We are planning to add a men's team in 2026, bring our juniors back. So it'll be a total of 6 choreographies that we're looking for 2026. So it'll be our salsa team, our bachata team, our ladies team, hopefully adding a men's team, bringing our juniors back, and then of course graduation. So it'll be a total of 6 new choreographies for 2026. So we're looking forward to that. What else? Let's talk about Just Dance Tampa Bay 2025. So the 4th year, which was in 2025, we did have to change location pretty quickly. So it was great that as a team we were able to pivot as needed to make sure that it was still a success. We did do Just Dance Tampa Bay here at the studio, and it was great. So we are planning for the 2026. We don't know if we're gonna do it here or at another venue, so make sure that you're looking out for that. Right now, just contacting artists, see who we're bringing for 2026. But yes, it's still happening, and that'll be our 5th year for Just Dance Tampa Bay. Let's talk about our ladies event in March, right? Everyone knows I have multiple sclerosis, so every March I hold a ladies event because March is MS Awareness Month. So we will still be doing that. I probably will take Ruel's advice on the ladies event and kind of link it together with a special edition, calling it something still with Just Dance Tampa Bay, maybe Just Dance Tampa Bay ladies event, something like that. We still haven't finalized that, but you may see the wording Just Dance Tampa Bay in the ladies event in March. What else are we looking forward to? So we talked about the what?
Expansion?
So let's talk about expansion, right? So I would like to be in different areas in 2026. I would like to be in Pasco County, Hernando County, and Polk County, right? So right now we have a St. Pete location. October of 2025, that was our 2nd year being there, right? So now I want to add Hernando County. There's a big need for us to be in Wesley Chapel area. We're always asked to be there, but we're also always asked to be back in the Brandon, Riverview, Valrico, Plant City area. So that's in the works as well. So that is what we're hoping to expand in 2026. That's why we brought a bunch of new staff on. Hopefully they'll be trained and be able to take on their own site in one of these locations. What else other than expansion? Let's talk about some other people having maybe reflections or whatever of 2025. What about you, Cassandra?
2025 was a very long growth journey in the dance community for me. I did graduation. I was part of the largest graduation group, which was really fun. I had a great dance partner, Wayne, who kept me in check. I did join the ladies team also.
You did.
That was very last minute. I just went to the meeting to just see. And then by the end of it, I was like, why not?
And what other team did you join?
And then I joined the bachata team.
Why?
Because Mel decided to add a third child. So then she had to leave. I jumped in, I learned it in a few weeks, and got to perform at the salsa at the district, which is really fun. I like it, and next year I look forward to doing all 3 teams, hopefully, we'll see. And just growing an instructor, learning like the lead role a little more so I can take on classes and hopefully do a little more. Yeah.
What about you, Ruel?
2025 was a physical year for me. A lot of injury to deal with. I had eye surgery. I moved twice. So a lot of work went into that year. I performed in graduation
For the how many
for the
times?
7th time. My first one was 2017, my graduation. So, it's been a very busy physical year, a lot of growth in my dancing. Even though I may know a lot of moves, I learned how to be a little more conservative this year. Because I had to, because my body was aching. And also I got feedback and, that really, the dancing doesn't need to be so energetic. So I calmed down in 2025. Also, brings me to 2026. One of my goals and focus for the year is to get back into more like real social dancing, like have fun, not be so focused on getting the moves down or getting moves in, or more focused on having fun with the partner, connecting and things like that. Wayne talks about it all the time, and he demonstrates pretty well. Other than that, I would like to focus on my Spanish, because Spanish is a second language for me, and so I can understand the words to the songs, and also the musicality. I wouldn't mind like really doing a deep dive on how salsa music works and how the rhythms guide your steps in your dancing, so that, when you don't know the words, you can still follow along with the music and add some variety to your moves as well. So overall, still more physical goals, but a lot more calming down, a lot more relaxing and having fun in 2026 while still learning and growing.
Awesome. What about you, Wayne?
Oh man, I think also it's definitely a growing year for me. I've been following a lot more. I always want to know both sides of the coin so I can be now a better instructor, but just a better social dancer overall. And then also just, again, dancing for me, I was in a dark place when I started. So I said to myself, dancing, I would make it fun because it was the only thing that battled against everything dark in my life at the time. So for me, dancing is my happy place, it's my joy. And so just to continue to make dancing fun again is my mission. Even in instructing, it's about making dancing fun again. Patterns are cool, they're great, but connecting with the person, that's why we do this. You do patterns for performance, but you dance socially for that connection, that je ne sais quoi. So I'm looking forward to being a better follower, to be a better instructor, and to just making dancing fun again.
So I'm going to piggyback off of what he said about making dance fun again, which is one of our, I think all of our goals. for 2026 as instructors, as individuals, as our own personal growth as well. Because sometimes we get in our head, right, thinking who's watching us, we gotta do this perfect because we're at this whatever event and people are looking at us and they know that we're instructors and we gotta be perfect on the floor, right? So, yeah, so much pressure, right? So I think that's gonna be one of our goals as well, as, you know, to make sure that we let every single person that walks through this door to know that, yes, you're gonna come to class, you're gonna learn a lot of technique and, you know, ways to do your pattern, absolutely, right? But when you're social dancing, you should be having a good time. You should not be worrying about if you mess up, right? Don't say sorry. I mean, we wanna put that sign somewhere on the studio, like, don't say sorry. Of course, you're gonna say sorry if you bump somebody in their head or you accidentally do whatever. Of course, we're gonna say sorry. But if you're out social dancing and you mess up on a pattern or you didn't complete the pattern, so what? You don't have to say sorry to your partner. So we wanna make sure that we're relaying that message to all of the students that walk through the door, because there's people that just have a long week at work and they want to go out to have a good time and they want to dance and they don't care, they don't want to have be judged, you know, so, and they shouldn't be. So that is what our goal is going to be. Just go out there, have a good time. If you're performing, yes, absolutely. Of course, you know, you're learning a routine. I know I'm a director, I'm a choreographer. I get on my people if they don't do things the way that I want them to do, but that's because they're on stage, they're performing, right? But if you're social dancing, just have a good time. It doesn't matter. You should not be performing when you're social dancing, right? And you shouldn't feel some sort of way either if you're going somewhere to dance and people are looking at you a certain way, right? I mean, that should not happen at all, okay? So we're gonna really focus on that as well, yes. What about you, Charo? Rosie. So for those that don't know, he calls her Rosario. That is her name. That is her birth name, right? Her government name. Let's say Rosario is her government name. Right, Rosario, right? But everyone calls her Rosie, but I call her Charo. That is her nickname as childhood nickname, right? In Peru, if your name is Rosario, your automatic nickname is Charo.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh,
yes, yes.
2025. That was it was a lot being on 4 teams. So it was a lot being on all of the 4 teams. It was fun. So regardless of it being so much, there was a lot going on for 2025. My biggest challenge, like I said, was being on all 4 teams, learning 4 different choreographies, plus just the classes alone. Thank God. I mean, even like on Mondays, you know, with the higher levels, there was a lot of stuff going on, learning new patterns, just a lot of things that were going on. But it was still worth it, and it was still a lot of fun. So that's, like I said, that probably would be my biggest thing that I guess could say for 2025. With that said, though, being on also the ladies team, which is true. I mean, it is one of my favorite ones. It is. I love it.
The guys love it.
Yes. The guys also love it. They're very jealous, but they also do love it. But with that, I know one of the things that I want as a goal, and I've been wanting to do it, but I really, really, really have been thinking about it, is also myself getting to the point and getting out of my head for 2026 to actually teach lady styling. Doing that, even if it's workshops, class, or something, but that's one of the things that I do struggle, because I do get in my head, and it's not that I'm comparing myself to other people, but I have a thing with myself and I need to get over it and just do it. So that is one of the things that I am working on.
So I'm just gonna piggyback off of what you were saying, pretty much about the styling class. A lot of the girls ask for the styling class because, as everyone knows, I primarily do the leading class, and I always use her as a follower. So they're always watching the way she does her hands or her, movements or whatever. So they want to see that part of it. And you've had workshops before, and they like it because it's very beginner based. So it's very, step by step, very beginner, something, some people just want to know CrossFit Elite open break. What do I do when they give me a basic turn? What can I do with my hand? What can I do with my face? What can I do with my leg? Whatever. So very, very beginner stuff. I think that's why people really want that, because we're not just throwing all these advanced moves out there for styling that sometimes they feel like they're never going to use, right? So I think we do it more realistic based on what they're learning and based on very basic patterns of things that you can do. I think that that's definitely a great thing for you to do for 2026.
No, that's fine. I plan to do it. So yes, stay tuned, girls. I plan to do it.
Good. And I'm going to reflect on some other things too before we go on to everybody else. One of the biggest things, accomplishment for 2025 for DMSA was that DMSA turned 15. So that is a huge accomplishment, right? It's really, really hard to, first of all, be in business, right? They say most businesses fail within the first 5 years. So I'm very thankful that we were able to, we celebrated 15 years. I'm hoping for another 15. Hopefully my body will keep up, right? We're getting older, so hopefully my body will keep up for another 15 years. But it was great for our gifting social. We included our 15-year celebration. It was great to see students that we hadn't seen for a long time come in just to remember where it all started for them, coming in and giving, having these conversations with me of remembering their first time that they were here and how dancing has changed their life. And it was just great to hug and kiss everybody. So 15-year anniversary celebration was amazing. It was great. That was one of the things that was really good that, I want to remember that. It was wonderful. What else? What was the other thing that we were going to? Karaoke.
Don't forget about karaoke.
So things that that's going to happen for 2026, and I still have 2 more people that we gotta talk to. But karaoke. So that's coming to DMSA. It's gonna be called
Mic Drop at DMSA.
Mic Drop at DMSA. So we're still trying to figure out whether it's just going to be all Latin based or we're going to do American music with Latin music. We know that we're definitely going to have some snacks for sale, some special drinks, some tables and chairs, to kind of create a nice ambiance and vibe. Hopefully there'll be a little dancing area for those that want to get up and dance. We haven't panned out everything yet, but that's coming in January 2026. So look out for that, for a new vibe here at DMSA. So we're really excited about the karaoke. What about you, Mildred?
Reflecting back on 2025, there was a lot of challenges medically. Like now, I'm having trouble with my voice, but what I loved about 2025 and being here is you guys were so super understanding about my medical issues and traveling a lot.
Right.
I was missing a lot of classes, but I was able to make up for it. And you guys made it so much easier for me and relaxed, where I wasn't stressed, and it was so much fun. And meeting people, networking, and everybody's great, and we laugh a lot.
We do.
Oh my God.
We do.
We got a bunch of clowns, just clowns, but friends that are lifelong friends now, and I'm happy because for me this is a home away from home, and this is a family, and I really enjoy being here. And like I said, the understanding of my medical issues, which you understand,
Right.
having autoimmune disorders doesn't help.
Right.
But when you have people who understand, it makes life easier.
Right.
And that's what you guys did for me in 2025. You made life easier for me. And I love dancing. I love that I came back to dancing after 30 years of not dancing. So it's long time. Long time. But in 2026, I am looking forward to learning from all of you. Since I'm an assistant, so I need to, I'm an information hog, so I need to gather a lot of information, learn a lot, be part of the women's team.
Yay.
I want to do that. I want to have fun. I want to enjoy to be part of that.
Right.
So I'm looking forward to that and looking forward to taking care of myself
Yes.
a lot more, so I could join the group and have fun
Absolutely.
and do a lot more in 2026. So yes.
Yeah. Same thing for me. For 2026, learn how to pace myself.
Yes.
Right, to be able to keep up with everything that we want to do, right? Sometimes our body, especially having the illness, does not allow us to do everything we want to do. Many times I teach from my chair, but it's great that my students understand when I have to teach from my chair. Right? No judging, right? The same way that we don't judge them, right? If they're having a bad day or an off day, it happens. Right, so that is something that we have to make sure that we're still relaying that kindness and patience to all of our students that walk through the door as
We do it
well.
outside too.
Yeah.
When we go out and we're social dancing, there are a lot of people who have physical limitations, and some are, not just physical, it's mental, emotional, but they see how kind and how I'll take them out. I take them out to dance because it's paying it forward, and it's and I see how their face light up, but it's because being here, you guys showed me that, being gracious and kind, I see them out there, and I'll just take them out the crowd and start dancing with them and have fun and enjoy.
That's right.
So
going back to what Wayne says, keeping dancing what?
Fun again.
That's right.
Even dancing fun
Right.
again.
Yes.
MDFA. Make dancing fun again.
So I don't know. I mean, it's something. Really? It's definitely something that is really, really a goal of ours, to keep dancing fun, especially when you have an autoimmune disease. When you have a disease, right? Sometimes you can't do all the things that everyone else does. Does that mean that you shouldn't dance? Does that mean that you shouldn't go because you're not looking a certain way how another person wants you to look? Like, it should be fun. So definitely we'll be having more talk about that during our podcast as well, for sure. Yes. What about you, Mel?
I would say, looking back at 2025, a highlight would be becoming a studio manager for DMSA. I like the behind the scenes and the admin part of it. Another highlight would be graduating this past June. I was able to complete levels 1 through 6. Looking forward.
And she performed with her favorite brother-in-law.
There he is.
Almost falling in, but anyways, not my fault, his fault. But looking forward to 2026, I want to complete levels 7 through 10.
Yay!
Another thing is I want to learn to lead so I can be a better follow. And as far as being studio manager, I would just like to see DMSA grow a little more.
I want to be more in the community. Like, there's a lot of things that we used to do that we don't do now, based on time and based on not being organized, right? Which is great that Mel is a part of us now, because I would like to do, like, I want to do for Christmas next year a community event that we have Santa here, the kids come out, it's free, we do arts and crafts, we do hot chocolate, we give free gifts out, so we'll do like a toy drive and stuff like that. I've always wanted to do it, but I'm never organized enough to be able to, because it takes a couple of months to organize that.
Yeah, hot chocolate.
Hot chocolate for the kids, yes. Do you want to be
Not
Sandy's beard is a little bit thin, guys.
So we used to go out to the community and feed the homeless and, do food drives and toy drives and go to the Children's Network that's here off of Older Memorial and drop off all of the gifts and gift cards and all that. And we just haven't had the time to be able to do that with the massive graduation, with all of the dance teams, with all of the training. I just can't find the time to do that, but Mel's here, so 2026 is she's gonna say, okay, this is the month that we gotta start planning for this, and this is the month that we gotta start doing this, so that way we can be able to fit in everything that we wanna do, definitely for 2026. So having a studio manager was very much needed. right? Because it is a little bit overwhelming, you know, to do everything and want to do so much and not be able to do it. And then you don't want to do it half, you know what. So, anybody else? Are we forgetting anything? Are we okay? Anything else with, we're good? All right, so guys, make sure we are going to release an episode every Sunday, right? So we call it Cafecito con DMSA for a reason. We want you to pretty much on Sundays, don't sip like that, right? But we want to make sure that on Sundays, right, it's usually people's rest day or hangout day and kind of chill day, right? We're gonna be where? On YouTube?
We're on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook.
Right, so just come out and listen to we're just gonna have a conversation about different things in the dance community. So please make sure to check us out every Sunday. Are we good? All right, guys. Bye. Thank you for watching. Bye.